The festive season is fast approaching and law enforcement officials in Gauteng are clamping down on crime syndicates. Today, Operation O Kae Molao is in the Johannesburg CBD targeting hijacked buildings. Police say these buildings are a hub for counterfeit goods and a criminal's playground. eNCA's Nkosazana Dambuza is following the police operations today and joins us now for an update. So the focus on hijacked buildings, I imagine, Nkosazana, that police will tell you that, it may seem like it's an issue of, buildings that are derelict, the person who owns it can't be traced, the landlord, illegal connections, but actually they do connect to other crimes in society.
Yes, Tula, so we're in the Johannesburg CBD at the China Mall, an area where the issue of hijacked buildings and the sale of counterfeit goods are a major challenge. And today's police operation is a collaboration of various law enforcement agencies led by the Deputy Provincial Commissioner in Gauteng, Tom Ntombeni, and he joins me now for more. Thank you so much, Commissioner, for your time. Can we just get a sense of why it is that we are seeing this issue of hijacked buildings so prevalent in Johannesburg? I mean, I know that is some of the issues that you were tackling today, but have police been able to establish why it has become such a problem in the city?
Good afternoon, and thank you very much for the opportunity. Hijackings of buildings is more often a problem because you have buildings which are redundant, if one may call it, and those buildings becomes empty, and then people they help themselves by getting into the building. But I must indicate that within the province we're having the integrated approach where you work closely with the local authority, you work with the NPA, so that we have to be in a position to can deal precisely with the issue of hijacking of the buildings, because what is important, you have to establish the ownership of the buildings.
And as COVID-19 numbers are increasing in Gauteng and across the country, how will police be responding to the pandemic over the festive season? Will we be seeing more policing in areas such as malls?
Yes, we have already started with the deployment within the malls where we are in a position to deploy the South African Police Service. You are reservists, you are community patrollers from the MEC for community safety, other security industry, as we call them, E2 project. In relation to the issue of COVID-19, I think you was with us. We were, of course, in MTN taxi rank. We moved to Bree. As we move along to Bree to Park Station, you realize that there's more people who tend not to be really complying with the issue of wearing the mask. The message to the community is that, I would like to say the residents in South Africa, they have to take responsibility in ensuring that they protect themselves by means of wearing the mask, because wearing of mask is mandatory. And I must indicate that also today's operational activities is a very good operation, because when we move to Bree Taxi Rank Park Station, we have seized quite a number of goods, counterfeit goods. We had a build-up operation yesterday where we seized over 2 million goods, and today they're still determining as to say how much will be the goods worth. We also covered the taxi rank of Faraday. Why the taxi rank? We know oftenly within the taxi rank there are these issues of the problems of the taxi association not working together closely. Because of the routes problems. So we covered that one. We also moved towards Crown Mines. Crown Mines is one of the hotspots. As and when these clients, they get to go and buy the stock, they get targeted. So we're in a position to can cover that area. And also here at the China Mall, what is important with our successes, I must indicate that in MTN taxi rank, and North Street, we got 2 people who were arrested for possession of unlicensed firearms, magazines and ammunition, of which if we stayed home we should have not got these successes.
And just lastly, Deputy PC, can we talk about the safety of the police officers themselves when they are on duty, especially over the festive season where we are expecting a peak of the 4th wave of the pandemic? How will you be ensuring the safety of the police officers, or how will they be protected?
As a South African Police Service, it's a 6-point guide which is developed, of which each and every police officer does have. The 6-point guides, amongst other things, clearly indicate that when the police officers report on duty, of course, they have to report on duty so that they can have a briefing. But secondly, they have to wear the required gear, like the bulletproof. And when they are working outside, they have to work in pairs. It's amongst those 6 points, 6 points plan, or 6 aspects of which the police officer has to adhere to in order to ensure that their safety is a priority.
Thank you so much, the Deputy Provincial Commissioner, Tommy Mtombeni there. So to us, this day has just seen police really just moving around the Johannesburg CBD. They've been conducting roadblocks as well and raiding a lot of places where they suspect that the sale of counterfeit goods would have been happening.
All right, thank you for that. That's eNCA's Nkosazana Dambuza out at the China Mall. That's to the south of Johannesburg, if I understand my geography correctly. She's been tracking the operations there under the theme O Kae Molao, led by the South African Police Services.